Hello, guys. Let's find out what's in store for you for the month of April. And we are going to be divining everything that you can expect. I will also be having weekly predictions and give you more insight as to what you can expect. April is going to be a very strong and intense month, not only because that it is in the zodiac of Aries, which is a very fiery sign, but we also have the eclipse happening on the 8th of April. Okay, so definitely let's see what we can expect. All you have to do is I will be showing you three piles ahead, and you have to select any one or two that resonates with you, that attracts you, and then you can find the timestamps below in the comments as well as the descriptions. All right, let's go. So let's get started with your reading pile number one. Now, firstly, as soon as I was picking your deck out, I found a 100 rupee note out of nowhere in my basket, and I don't remember keeping it there. It must have fallen there. But the fact that I got it just as I was picking your card, and it was kind of under the pile of cards that I had actually placed for you, all I can say is that it's probably going to be a very lucky and abundant month for you. Okay, so claim it right away and say, yes, I claim the money that I am meant to receive and much more. And this money, not this little note, but definitely all the money that is meant to come to you is going to come into your life. All right, let's find out what you can expect in the weeks of April, and then we will go to the overall understanding and insight of the month. Okay, so in the first week of April, I see that you will be working very hard, you will be collaborating with people. It is likely that this is the time where you are probably just starting off, or rather you have selected a certain path and now you're moving into a certain route, or rather you've picked a route and now you're kind of building onto it. You're probably studying hard, working hard, doing the research, and that is something that I can see for you in the beginning of April, the first week of April. We've also got Six of Pentacles. So we've got two Pentacles cards, and one is three, the other one is six. So it's like doubling, right? So I feel that your hard work is going to double and you are going to reap the benefits of your hard work. And that's going to be quite quick. There is not going to be much delay. I can also feel from these cards that it is possible that you've been waiting for some money is pending. It is possible that you've been putting in the work, but the fruits of your labor are yet to come to fruition. So in the first week of April, you can expect some abundance, some good money that may have been stuck up prior to this to enter into your life. Okay, now in the second week of April, with the King of Swords and the Lovers, now I see a bird is there here as well as the main figure here. So when I look at this, I think of freedom, I think of flight, I think of taking off. And while this bird is actually taking off, this bird prefers to be tied down. So for you in the second week of April, I feel that you have the ability to achieve your own freedom, to choose what you want to do, and you are free to do it. Okay, and you choose, and yet you can choose to be settled, to be bound, to be committed to something. It may not necessarily be love, and yet it could be love. So you could choose to be tied down by your own will. Okay, and overall in the second week, I get the feeling that you are probably going to be meeting someone. okay, who is going to be intellectually challenging you to a certain extent. So it could be someone who is either sparking new ideas within you, or it could be someone who is challenging your current set beliefs. Okay, and this is actually going to help you become a more rounded individual, to expand your mind, and this freedom that you probably crave, to soar the skies and to just let go and let be, or let just be free. These things will be possible for you in the second week of April. Now, in the third week of April, with Two of Wands and the Star card, I feel that, both these women in these pictures, one is clothed, holding the earth, looking at the moon, the other one is naked, contrary to being clothed, and you're also holding a star out here. Okay, so this is an embodiment of you, where I feel that this freedom will culminate into expanding your horizons and thinking of new possibilities. And I think that you are destined for a lot of great things, and that is why the star card shows up. So in the third week of April, I feel that there is going to be a leveling up of your self-esteem, where you probably might have felt shy before. You may have felt that, how could you probably go ahead with this. There are a lot of blocks that are coming your way, and in the third week of April, you are willing to just shed all your clothes, all your blocks, all your fears, everything that kind of hinders you and is keeping you back, holding you back, and you are willing to follow the light. So she's looking at the star here, she's looking at the moon here, and the stars in the sky, and I feel that that is something that you want to achieve. You want to achieve greatness, at the bottom of your heart, and you have felt very burdened prior to this. You have felt that, should you take the leap of faith and go ahead with your plans and take the risk to do it. And I think that in the third week of April, you will choose to go ahead with those plans, follow your heart, follow your dreams, and achieve great success in the thing that you're picking. In the last week of April, we've got Four of Wands and Knight of Swords. So Four of Wands is a very happy card. It's a card about enjoying yourself. We can see two people are standing atop on the roof, of the house, and they are really high in spirits, quite literally high, almost in the clouds. And you've got two birds listening and probably enjoying their time on these lights. And below, you have a very opposite kind of an energy. So, which is, very cloudy. I feel that there is a tendency for you to be in your mind a lot. So, it is possible that in the last week of April, you may have reasons to celebrate, you may have plans to enjoy, but at the same time, you will be focused on more mental matters. So, a lot of psychological, internal dialogue will be going on, which you will probably have to cut through and make space to just ground yourself, because you can see both these people are ungrounded. They are not on the ground. She is also on a feather, flying away. So there is or might be a tendency for you to be ungrounded. And what do I mean by ungrounded? I mean that you will be a lot in your mental faculties, and when we are in our mental faculties a lot, we lose sight of what is real, what is practical, what is possible, and we get so stuck in our head that we forget what reality is. So for you, it could be, so much happiness that you forget what reality is, and for you to be grounded. And on the opposite end, at times in the last week of April, you may also find yourself feeling a little gloomy, or feeling a little in your head, constantly working things out. So I see that there is overall a lot of mental activity that will be going on. Okay, so this is your reading for each week of April. Let's go on to an overall reading of the month. You've got Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles two times, not just once, and you've got Two of Cups. Then we've got Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Then we've got the zodiac sign of Cancer. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Very interesting. So we've got Mother twice, and we've got Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and the fighting spirit. Okay, and then we've got this card of Elephant. Now, overall, let me just get to the elephant first. The elephant is an animal that you can usually, you find very strong, very intelligent, very wise, remover of obstacles when we think of the Hindu deity Ganesha. And when we think of Ganesh, we think of, his ability to remove obstacles. And oftentimes we think of this god when we want our hurdles to be removed. And I think that this is you in a way, where you are wanting your hurdles to be removed, and there may be a lack of trust you have in the universe. Okay, so you are impatient and you are wanting that your hurdles, your pains, your troubles should be removed magically and immediately. So I feel that you in general are a very wise person, and that is how you're going to be in April. You have the choice to be wise, to trust the universe, and that is something that you can choose to do. Okay, and as I was talking earlier, I was getting a sense of, a certain kind of burden, a mental turmoil, and that is also showing up in the overall reading of April. For you, April is going to be a month where you probably will be overthinking things from time to time, and you are probably taking on a lot of projects, a lot of work. You're doing a lot of things, and due to which I feel that you probably may not have a lot of time for yourself. So you feel that it is your obligation, it is your duty to take on so much work, but at the end, it is you who can choose to rest this burden, to lay down the burden that you have been carrying. Okay, and apart from that, since we've got two King of Pentacles, one is female and the other one is male, so we've got both the energies showing up for material wealth, where there is an aspect of enjoying the wealth and luxuries as also creating wealth. So it is possible that you have a business, and this business is going to do extremely well in the month of April. And I just told you, right, I found 100 rupees below your specific cards that I'd set aside. So definitely a very lucky month in terms of money. And for some of you, you may, at the end of month also feel that, oh my god, like, I was probably expecting $1 million after listening to this reading, but life and the universe doesn't work that way. But definitely you will be sufficient, you will have enough, you will have food on the table, you will have a little money to enjoy yourself in the ways that you like. And if you do end up doing quite well, which I am seeing here, you are going to do quite well, you can expect to enjoy a little and also keep aside a little amount. Okay, so overall, financially, physically, with your material and your worldly resources, I feel that you will be doing quite well. Apart from that, I also feel that in the matters of love, I'm getting like friendship or love, like something where your heart is involved. There may be a group of people that you may end up finding, okay, who are going to be really close to you, who are going to enjoy your company, and probably are going to be like-minded people. Okay, so people who are on par with you, and it does not necessarily mean that education or financially they may be on par with you, it may not be possible, but definitely you are going to vibe with them, and both of you, both the parties, that is you and your friendship group, is going to move ahead with the same goals in mind. That is something that I'm seeing out here. Like, you probably are looking for someone who is going to help you move your business forward, take things ahead, and kind of be your shadow. Not exactly be your shadow, but like be your twin, right, in this case. So you want them to have very similar qualities of you, and probably qualities that probably fulfill or fill in where you lack, okay, to grow your business. And those are the kind of people that you can definitely expect to meet. Now with this mother aspect, I feel that there is some deep seated resentment for a mother figure, or you are a mother yourself, or you have some issue with your mother, okay. And I have this, why do I say specifically issue? Because I have this Mars card. Mars is a very fiery a planet, and Cancer is a watery zodiac. So when we have fire and water next to each other, it's kind of splashing and the water is kind of killing off the fire. And I feel that somewhere you may resent an aspect where your mother may have not really supported you in the way that you would have liked, may have not been able to help you out when you were in a time of need. Okay, now this is a very specific message that I'm getting here, but in general, I feel that for a lot of you, your mother also is impacting you right now in the way that you think of her, you also think of yourself. I hope that this, what I'm saying, is making sense. Overall, your energy is going to be quite soft in April. There are, as I told you, there needs to be a balance of some sort. There may be times where you will be really fiery, argumentative, and at the same time you may also feel very emotional and sensitive. And I feel that to a great extent this is because you have probably ignored or tried to um, kind of push away under or sweep under the rug some issues connected with your emotional aspects, probably related to your mother, maybe also not, but some emotional aspects, some need of yours that you have probably just swept under the rug, and you are now being called to address these issues. Okay, let's find out what else we are getting here. We're getting a card of healing, domestic harmony, and we've got change. So something really needs to change. As I told you, you need to address certain issues. So definitely there is going to be some sort of healing. And in case if there is you are at a home, or you are in an environment that does not feel very harmonious in the month of April, you can expect there to be some sort of a harmony. It can be where you are clearing the clutter, you are probably talking your issues out with your partner, or or your mother or your parent, or just seeking the right kind of help and doing the right kind of things in order to for you to feel absolutely balanced. Then we've got the card addict, hermit, then we've got seeker and prince. So out here with these cards, I have a feeling where there's a lot of repression of emotions, where you are not able to express yourself very openly to a great extent, and overall there's this huge storm within you where certain feelings and emotions and topics come up in your mind, but you do not address them, and you have been ignoring these issues from a very, very, very long time. Okay, so there are times where you may have turned to numbing your pain, numbing these issues, trying to ignore them in ways by, pacifying yourself by probably smoking, drinking, eating excessive food, not taking care of yourself, confining yourself, not speaking to anyone at all. um, you know Maybe people want to contact you, people want to be with you, but then you are so much absorbed in your own little world and you don't want to come out because the outside is painful. So you have put yourself in a small little confinement and you are not willing to come out yet. Okay, and these are the things that need to be addressed. Okay, so I feel that it is time for you to seek enlightenment, to seek healing, and to call back your power. Okay, because these are I'm seeing this, red orange kind of energy which is related to the sacral chakra. And when I look at this elephant out here, we've got the fire, right? So we have a fire within our belly that calls for us when we feel hungry, that creates hunger, that creates passion, that creates sexuality. And this is the area where you are kind of, adding water, trying to diminish any fire that you have by repressing your emotions, by keeping things to yourself, by confining yourself, by not opening up, by trying to avoid healing important issues. Okay, so earlier when I told you all, water putting out the fire, like you are doing that actively. That is something that I'm seeing. And it is also possible that you may be sexually extremely active, or you may be sexually um, not active at all, or rather, not enjoying it. Like, there is something that I'm finding here to do with your sexuality where it is showing a sense of lacking. And these are the issues I'm just bringing to your notice because I feel that there is potential for you to heal them. Okay, so these are the cards so far, and then we've got last three cards. Yeah, two cards. So we've got this card here, Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stands beside you. And then we've got Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So it is very possible that you are a light worker, and that is why you are being put through so many tests, so many tribulations, so much of difficulty. Because when you learn to heal yourself, you can help others heal, and you have created a roadmap even without trying to help someone else. You have created a roadmap by paving your way to heal yourself. Okay, so I feel that, with this hermit that I see below this, and above this I have this longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I see that you are possibly a light worker, which means that you have these extrasensory powers, and a lot of times you may feel misunderstood, and you may be able to see things that people probably do not want to show you. Okay, that people do not necessarily also appreciate within you. Okay, so you may be feeling blocked in that manner, and you want to go away to a place that has compassion, that has love, that has people who will accept you for the way that you are. Okay, without hurting you. And that is a kind of healing that is also coming to you, is what I am feeling in the month of April. And we've got Keepers of the Earth, and we can see this beautiful ancestor, an ancient ancestor, standing behind you and guiding you. So if you probably just open your ears and ask them for their guidance, you will be able to hear them. Okay, so I feel that you have a lot of protection around you. You have people who are with you. Okay, even though you might feel alone. And if you see these two cards, we've got this fellow is also alone, this mermaid is also alone, she's looking at the vastness of the ocean, and there's not a single soul out there. So in your perspective right now, you may feel that there is no one who is on your plane. Okay, but on the other side, there are a lot of energies that are backing you up. So you are not alone. You are not alone in the way that you think you are. Okay, I hope that this has resonated. Please let me know what you think about this reading. I would love to know what did resonate, what are the points that you felt where I could improve. To leave your feedback and a comment below. And thank you so much. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number two. Let's find out what we can expect in the month of April. Here we've got a weekly reading. I've roughly grouped them up into 4 weeks, and in the first week, I can see out here we've got the Ace of Swords and we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, lot of new beginnings. We've got two aces in the first week, and overall, I feel that in the first week there is a lot of mental activity that is going on. You will be struck with creativity, and you will find a solution to any blocks that have been kind of bothering you all this while. Okay, and I also feel that creativity is going to flow through you. You are going to kind of also reflect on the things that probably didn't work out, are going to work out. You want to make them work. Okay, so this is the kind of energy that I'm seeing in the first week of April. In the second week, you might experience some emotional tribulations. We have Three of Swords and we have Ace of Pentacles, another ace. Okay, and with this Ace of Pentacles, it's basically putting, or rather just sowing the seeds of your thoughts. So we've got these thoughts and these emotions, and they are leading to you now beginning to put in the action towards the goal that you want to reach. Okay, and we've got the Three of Swords, which is a little bit of we've got a little bit of emotional turmoil going on. And overall, I feel that in the second week of April, uh, there are going to be tiny inconveniences or tiny truths that may come out, which you may have a little tough time with dealing. It's not going to be a huge revelation to you, but it's just that, small tiny truths that come out, which you will be shocked by, and you will wonder that, oh my god, like, I did not know this. I wish I probably didn't know this at all, or I wish that I could have known it earlier, like depending upon who you are and what your perspective on the matter is. So I feel that overall energy for you is for you to recognize where you are lacking in the second week of April, and then you are also going to find solutions on how you're going to use this feedback that has been provided to you to make yourself grow. In the third week of April, there is Six of Cups and there is King of Wands, and I feel with this energy there is a reminiscence of thinking back to your childhood, or elements and themes that were present during your childhood, probably in 2004, 2005, 2006. Think of what was going on back then. Those themes are going to come back again to your mind or to your reality, where you will be looking at these events on similar themes. Exactly the same things will not happen, but on very similar lessons in life, where you will be looking back at these situations and wondering and kind of thinking as to how it made you feel, what were the emotions that you dealt with, and those emotions, if any, that are pending to be healed, that are pending to be addressed, will kind of come back out here. And apart from that, I feel that in the second week, you are kind of taking you're putting your mental effort to probably start working towards certain things. And in the third week of April, you will really be gathering your passion, gathering your energy to make things work. Like, you will be set. I think within this week you will have found out how to make your dreams into a reality, whatever that you are stuck with, whether it is regarding love matters, friendship matters, your finances, your family life, whatever that it is. I feel that you will have given it a very good thought and put things into perspective, and now you're going to be marching forward with your solutions and with your action. Okay. And in the last week of April, you will feel like you are a new person. Okay, that yes, you've had a long history, you've had probably a long life with a lot of things that have taken place, but this whole experience, you will feel like, oh my god, I'm starting afresh. I am having a rebirth of sorts. I am feeling new feelings that I've probably never felt before. Okay, and all this work that you have been putting in, now you will kind of be waiting for your results, for the fruits to come into the picture, which have not yet in the month of April, because you've been working to set things straight. Okay, so overall, there is a sense of wanting to move forward, wanting to do good things, wanting to improve your life, and I think that you will definitely be taking the right steps to move ahead. Okay, now this is your weekly reading. Let's find out what you can expect in the month of April on an overall generalized level. Okay, let's find out what we have out here. So we've got the Five of Cups, King of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and Four of Cups. So we've got an element of four repeating two times. We've got Sagittarius, and we've got Jupiter, and we've got three, which is the number of creativity, 26, love, partnership, and 16, rebirth. And the overall energy out here is of the black egg. So the black egg, let me just get to the point with it, because it is a very interesting card. It is one of the most unique cards within the deck. It does not come under any of the elements, like, you know, the regular elements that we have. This is the element of ether or of space. Okay, so it is otherworldly, it is magical. So I think that this is representative of you, of who you are, and you are this magical person, you are this unique person. And I feel with this card of the black egg, you are being called to speak your truth, to not engage in gossip, to be truthful to who you are, and not engage in unethical, subpar practices when it comes to your love life or any matter in your life. So I think that for you right now, to be able to live your life on the basis of truth, even if it may be uncomfortable for other people, that is a very important aspect. Okay, now let's look at the overall month. So earlier I was telling you about sensing some kind of sadness with the Three of Swords. Here I've got Five of Cups, which is another card of sadness, where, you know, this girl is really sad that her flowers, three flowers, are kind of, you know, they've come off the tree, and they're kind of floating away from the branch and from herself. So she's looking at them and she's really sad, and we get the very similar emotion even with the Four of Cups. Okay, where you are being provided, but you are not very happy with the situation. So I think that there is going to be an element of sadness that you may find recurring within the month, and you will have to address these issues. Okay, and I feel that more of these issues of yours are with your foundational self, with your financial or material life. That is something that I'm sensing, you know. And either financial, something that is very foundational, something that is very basic. I'm not necessarily saying your financial or your material life, but it could mean in terms of love, it could mean in terms of money, you know, something that is very essential for you to thrive as a human being, and that is something you're seeing is lacking in your life. But I feel that there are a lot of places where you are getting affection from, like this animal is holding the umbrella for the girl, and he's shading her, he's giving her the shade, he's not allowing her to be hit by the light. Okay, and he's providing her a little bit of relief from the sun, but she is not appreciating it. And I feel that there is this element of not being grateful with you guys in the second pile, where you might not be grateful, or you've forgotten to be grateful. So it's time for you to start thanking even the smallest things in your life, and you'll see how your attitude towards things changes and how things come to you a little more easily. Okay, so here again we have where two flowers are still there, she can make things work, but then she still has a grief of those three moving away. And I feel that for you in this case it is more to do with people, where you may have had a falling out with certain people, or in the month of April where you may have people moving out from your life, maybe physically or emotionally, where they will be drifting apart because they are no longer meant to be with you. And you feel the sense of a gaping hole within yourself. You feel this sense like there's a vacuum within you where you are not able to understand how you are going to survive, what are you going to do ahead, and you feel very blocked. Okay, so overall I feel that you are looking for a certain amount of stability when it comes to your home, your relationships, and just in general about the relationships that you have. So within April, even though people may leave you, people may move ahead, you are still secure. You still have people that are going to love you, who are going to appreciate you, who are going to be there for you. Okay, in whatever way that you want to take this thing. Okay, you are actually very blessed, because sometimes there are a lot of people who do not even have that kind of backing, who are absolutely alone in their lives and suffer. But you really do have a backup when it comes to people, when it comes to finances, when it comes to a place to stay. And even if you may be at the edge of things where you feel, oh my god, like I just have like about 10 rupees in my account, and how am I going to get the groceries the next day? And suddenly something or the other comes through. Okay, so things will definitely work themselves out. All you need to do is have faith, be grateful, and I feel that you need to just move about and communicate and just be in touch with people. Okay, that is something that I'm feeling. Now we have Sagittarius and Jupiter. Now Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it is a great card combination to have out here. And Jupiter is the planet of wealth. Okay, so we've got Jupiter, which is the planet of wealth and fortune and courage and luck and great self-belief. And we've got Sagittarius, okay, which is also a very powerful card and a zodiac, and they usually have a lot of confidence, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of good fortune. And I think that these are exactly the things that you feel that you are missing in your life. Okay, you feel that you might be unlucky with fate, with how people turn out in your life. You might feel that you're lacking courage and self-confidence to do the things that you want to do. But here we've got Sagittarius and Jupiter energy, which is exactly the medicine that you require. So which means that you have to have faith that these things are going to come to you, that this particular aspect of Sagittarius and Jupiter are going to fall into your lap. Okay, because these are very, very powerful cards, and you can definitely expect yourself doing well in the month of April. Okay, there's no need to be sad. You can make the choice to move away, and instead of looking at these three flowers that are moving away, you be grateful that two are still there, and you can make things work. You can put them in your hair, you can wear them like earrings, or I don't know, you can be creative and enjoy what you already have instead of feeling sorry for yourself. Okay, so the other cards we have are of creativity, so you need to use your creative resources to bring in this luck. It's not going to happen by itself. You have to look for the opportunity. You have to keep an eye out of how you can work things out. Okay, and you have love, partnership, and rebirth. So there is some kind of even the last card that we got, we had the death card, which is a card of rebirth, and I specifically also mentioned that you will feel that you have had a rebirth. So by the time you practice what I'm telling you, by the end of April, you will have felt that you are a new person. And why is that? It is because you have actively chosen to rewire your brain to thinking that you are really blessed, and which you are. You are blessed, but it's just for you to actively and consciously change your perspective from looking at the things that you are already having, that you already are blessed with, whether it's a roof over your head, whether it is people that love you, or whether it is food on your table or your plate. These are the things that we often take for granted. We often take them, that these things are meant to be for me. No, but then a lot of people do not get it. A lot of people do live very difficult lives. What would happen if we didn't have them? Things would be very difficult, right? So the fact that we have them, we should not take it for granted, whether it's people, the money, the resources that we have. So for you, I think it is a lot about building your relationship with your environment and with yourself and your mind at the moment. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing. Let's move on to the cards ahead. We've got warrior, vampire, and then we've got the cards of Akash. Your guidance is divinely guided. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Pillar of light, your vibration is raising. You are an oracle. Okay, so I feel that out here you have the capacity of I feel that you have this capacity to be a lot of things, okay? And I just want you to ask yourself if this is you. So I'm just going to read out some of the shadow aspects first, okay? So we've got warrior and vampire, and the warrior is usually someone who protects, who kind of protects family, protects themselves. And here I feel that it is a lot about maybe where you are shielding yourself. And how are you shielding yourself? It is possible that you are willing to do whatever it takes to win a fight, okay? And it may be possible that you are very indifferent to the suffering of people, okay? So if someone is suffering, you're like, okay, fine, they deserve it, okay? But at the same time, I feel that you are also suffering inside, and you may be putting yourself and subjecting yourself to the same kind of indifference. So it is time for you to gather the courage, gather the skill, the discipline, and the strength to work things out for yourself, okay? And I feel that you may be complaining a lot, and you may feel that others are to blame, others are the issue. But I'm very sorry to say this is a hard pill to swallow, but you are the problem. I don't know if I'm going to have people like saying I'm never going to watch this girl's video again, but that is something I'm sensing. You may be feeling that the opposite person is a problem, the opposite person is the person who is in the wrong. But I think that you really need to reassess yourself from an objective point of view. And it may be possible that you may be manipulating people, you may be complaining, you may be codependent, okay? And you also on the other hand do not have gratitude. So this may be creating a lot of issues for you, and these are the things that you need to address. So April month for you, I think it's going to be a little heavy when it comes to the energies and all the work that you have to do. But these are hard things that we have to address in order to move ourselves forward, right? And I see out here that you are a pillar of light. You probably are from Lemuria, which was an ancient land of high vibrational beings. And you're they're saying you are an oracle. It is possible that you have psychic intuition, and with this what you are doing is you're using it to manipulate, because to a great extent you may be depleted, right, of your energy sources. So you then feed off someone else's energy. So if you find that this is something that resonates for you, you can work towards bettering yourself and gaining your own light within you. And that will only happen once you center yourself and start being thankful. It may be you may be hating the people that are probably in your life, but then ask yourself, what have they offered you? Even if they've hurt you, that is something that they've offered. The fact that they've hurt you is that they've triggered something within you that you probably do not like, or something that you need to heal, okay? So you have to be grateful even to the people who have kind of harmed you, and you have to bless them and send them on their way if you don't want them in your life, okay? So that is something that I'm seeing out here. So your guidance is divinely guided, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So you are actually going to be creating your own goals and your life and your perfect vision that you have for a future. Maybe you are impatient that you're not getting there, but you're going to get there very soon. And these are the confirmations that I'm getting for you. I also feel that you may be a rainbow child, where you may be having a lot of these issues because you are on a higher plane. Okay, and yet I feel that you are not grounded, so which means that you need to ground yourself. You need to find ways to sometimes not completely rely on other sources for energy. So when you are grounded, you're kind of pulling the energy from the earth. And I also feel that your crown chakra is blocked, due to which you may be having these issues. You may also have a lack of faith in the divine. Okay, divine as in God, as in the universe, as in the things that create and conspire for your existence. So you may be having issues with a blocked crown. Look into how you can open it up, bring in energy from the crown chakra to your body, and that is how you are going to generate your own energy instead of relying on someone else to give you happiness, to give you love, to give you whatever it is that you need. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. Please let me know if it has resonated. This has been a very kind of group where I have had to be very, very strict with you. Okay, there's no dilly dallying with your message, and I've had to be a very strict reader with you, but it was necessary. And you please let me know whether this has resonated. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Let's find out what you can expect in the month of April. Now, this is a weekly reading that I have here, where I've roughly grouped the month of April up into 4 weeks. So in the first week, I feel that you're going to be having a lot of changes, and overall I see that there is a lot of major arcana cards, which means that there's going to be a lot of spiritual lessons that will be happening for you in the month of April. So in the first week, we have the Emperor and we have the Tower. Now the Tower is where all the old foundations that are weak, the walls that are weak, that are cracked of your castle, of your life, are going to be falling down. Okay, a lot of times this can be a very traumatic thing for a lot of people who have not acknowledged the truth, or who are kind of lying to themselves, or unable to see what life is for what it is. So it might be very difficult for them. But if you are accepting, then it might also be an okay ride for you, or you probably may not even notice it, okay, if you've been doing the work on yourself. So the Tower card is such a card that it can, and it has the ability to completely transform your life. So this is a point of time where you are completely changing from within at a spiritual level, and you are going to be a new person with new values, with probably you've believed in certain political perspectives earlier, or you've had certain perspectives on life, on health. All those will change to suit what the truth is. Okay, and I feel for you there is an element where you need to be a little more disciplined. So I feel that coming in the first week of April, where you might feel a little alone from time to time, but you also will be gaining a certain amount of discipline. So when you are alone, when you're allowed to experience certain things, um, and when I mean alone, it's not that you will not be surrounded by anyone, it's just that you will feel that you are taking this decision by your own independent thought. Okay, so whatever these decisions are in the first week of April, you will be feeling that you are doing it independently, you are in control of certain things, and there might be an aspect where you are trying to control these things that are probably crumbling, right? So if, let's say, somebody is moving out of your life, you are probably wanting them to come back, and you're going to plead to them, you're going to beg to them. I'm just giving you an example, but whatever is kind of falling apart for your best, you're trying to put it back, is something that I'm feeling. And you have a tendency of not wanting to change. So there is this stubborn and very stoic energy in the first week of April. So I think that you need a little bit of fluidity, and that is going to make things a little better for you in the first week of April. In the second week, we have Five of Wands and Ace of Wands. So the Five of Wands is basically, she's playing kind of, there's a checkerboard. So you may feel that there are people who are against you, or there may be points of time in the second week where you will be feeling ready for combat and you are willing to fight for certain things, whether it's to keep people in your life, or you are not able to palate certain things, so you are willing to fight for those things. Okay. And with Ace of Wands, I feel that there is going to be renewed passion. It is also, we've got two wands, which is again a fiery energy. Both these energies are slightly different, but both of them are passionate and fiery. So there's going to be a lot of passion, there's going to be a lot of involvement of action, moving ahead to do the things that you actually want to do. Okay, taking those steps, and that is the energy of the second week. Now in the third week, we've got again two major arcana cards, the Hierophant and the Fool. So out here, I feel that in general, when I'm looking at both these cards together, I feel that you are now willing to take the risk in the third week, where you are willing to accept reality and move on. Okay, so you're starting a new journey. Things have kind of ended, and now in the third week, after some time, you've adjusted, and now you're doing your research, you're making notes, mental notes, in order to not make the same mistakes again. You're wondering mentally, okay, how can I actually move ahead in life without these things repeating again? So you're making notes, and now you're willing to start a new journey. Okay, and this journey may feel quite scary because, as I told you earlier, whatever beliefs that you had, you're going to have like a whole new set of beliefs now. So now you may be a little scared as to, how am I going to go ahead? Like, what is life? How does life work if whatever I have believed in so far has not been true? So you are going to question, you're going to have a lot of questions in your mind about these things, and that is what your third week is going to look like. Now, last week, overall, I feel that we've got Queen of Swords and we've got Ten of Cups. So there is going to be an element of happiness. There's going to be where you are looking forward towards the future. Things are unknown. You may not know where your journey ends or where it's supposed to take you, but you're excited and you have to have faith. And I'm telling you this, okay, from the card that I'm seeing here, that you've got a rainbow here. So which means that it is an indication of good times, of good luck, of good things that are about to come. Okay, and we've got these birds who are free, who are choosing to sit on these windows. Okay, which is attached to this is actually a parachute. Okay, so you are the sole decision maker in this destiny of yours. You can choose to stay or you can choose to leave this particular situation, but overall I feel that you will choose to leave. And when you do choose to leave, you let go of the situation. When you stop holding on, you will see where you are meant to go, in the sense that what direction you are meant to take. Even if the destiny is not in view as yet, but you will know the path that you're supposed to take. Okay, and you'll be looking forward towards it. I also feel that there is an element where now you have become much wiser. You will be able to to a great extent just enjoy time by yourself. It's not necessary, like maybe earlier you had issues with being by yourself. You probably wanted someone with you all the time, but here, even if you're with people or even if you're alone, I feel that you will be doing just fine. Okay, and let's find out what are the overall energies of the month of April for you. Okay, so overall I can see out here that you are in April going to have a lot of change within. Okay, when it comes to this change that I'm talking about, it is basically where you are being put through trials and tribulations, but you can handle anything. Okay, because of all the wealth and nourishment that you already have within you, and you can face even the most extreme amounts of heat, because you have what it takes to kind of pull through you know, in times of difficulty. And I feel for you, okay, maybe, okay, that you may require to drink a little more water. It is possible that you may need a break, probably travel to some place that has a little bit of water. And just in general, I feel that water is going to soothe you, either drinking it or swimming in it, bathing in it. Okay, and apart from that, I feel that your cards here are showing me that you are being called to awaken something in you. So there's a calling, like a higher calling that you are going to answer. There is going to be some kind of duty that your spirit guides are going to tell you, that you know this is the path you need to move ahead. As I was telling you earlier, when you had the tower card, things are completely breaking down, but then this is your calling. This is something that you need to address quite urgently. And I feel that it may be the matters of heart to us, to for some people it may be the matter where you are feeling very victimized, you feel very blocked, but you know the cage is open. It is completely up to you. If you want, you can leave, but then you are so sad that you are not able to see that you are within a cage. Okay, and I feel that to a great extent you are kind of blocking yourself. Okay, and you may have the feeling that you know maybe if you try certain things you may keep people from going, but then that is, those energies around you are only blocking you. Okay, so you are kind of wanting them to be in your life, you're wanting certain probably jobs to be in your life, you're trying to continue at a job. It could mean anything, because we've got uh, a pick a card here, and there are a lot of people who are watching this. So whatever matter that is at the heart of the situation, okay, whether it is money for you or it is love or whatever the matter is, you are trying to hold on to it really very dearly, but you're being told you don't need to. There's nothing that you need to hold on to, but you need to follow your intuition. I feel that you are ignoring your intuition from the longest time, and that is why the universe is forced to break down all these weak pillars that you have created. Okay, maybe you've held on to friends who are absolute red flags, maybe you've held on to lovers who have not been any good for you and you actively know it. Okay, so you need to, or you've even held on to jobs and work that no longer resonates with you. So this is going to be like a calling where things are really going to culminate and you're going to find a new route to go ahead. Follow your intuition, don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. And here we've got Wheel of Fortune. So here I feel that the month of April, uh, a lot of good luck is going to come into your life. Okay, so when I see the Wheel of Fortune, it is not, maybe you know immediately you will not see a lot of money drop in, but it may be over the period of time that the wheels are now working. But I feel that this motion of working in favor for you, of you being lucky, of you getting the opportunities that you probably may have missed prior to this, that is something that you will be getting from the time that April begins. Okay, now the other cards that we've got is Scorpio. We've got the ninth house, we've got forgiveness, synchronicity, and happy ending. So is there someone that you need to forgive? Are you holding on to grudges? I feel that, you know, when she's clutching onto her heart, there may be something that you're holding on to, maybe people that you're holding on to, maybe they have already exited your life, maybe the tower moment has already taken place to a certain extent in your life, where people have been pushed out of your life. Are you still holding on to them? Are you still holding grudges? Are you still wanting them to say sorry to you? Okay, and if that's the case, go back to them, ask them for forgiveness, or ask them, sorry, not ask them for forgiveness. If you have done something wrong, then definitely ask for forgiveness. But if they've done something wrong, tell them that, you know, speak to them that this is the case. And if you feel that it's not worth it, then you need to move on, because this is hurting you. Okay, continuing to be in this victim mentality where you feel that, you know, things are not working for you, people are hurting you, etc, etc, this is not working for you anymore. Okay, so you need to move on, or you need to forgive and forget. Move on with your life, let those people go. And I also feel that with this Scorpio energy, there is this very secretive, possessive kind of an energy going on with you. Okay, your energy is very intense. You may be very possessive of the people that you love, and because things are not working out, or because certain things are not working out in your life, you may be finding it hard to let them go. But it's time for you to say bye and move on. So this journey that you need to take actually needs to begin when you let go of whatever that you're holding. Only then you can move on. Okay, so you need to broaden your horizon a little bit. You need to look for better aspects, better people in your life, better lovers, better friends. And I feel that there is actually a big need for you to take a trip. Okay, you may also be already taking a trip in the month of April. Apart from that, you may be seeing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of messages from the universe telling you that they are listening to you, and we've got a happy ending. So whatever this is that is hurting you, that is creating an amount of turmoil, that is going to be ending with on a positive note. Okay, on a high note. So you don't need to worry about anything. Things will be taken care of. Now let's look at the last few cards that we've got. We've got student. Okay, so are you studying? Are you researching? Okay, networker. And we've got deep replenishment, don't dim to fit in, and trust the niggle. Okay, so with these cards, I feel that you have to do a little bit of research. Okay, you have to uh, kind of be open to learning about a lot of things. So kind of, you know, you have to be a lifelong student. Things may not work out, but how do you quickly change things to make things work for you? That is something that you need to learn. And when you become arrogant and you think that you know everything, and you are the person in the relationship that has all the knowledge that, you know, exists, then it becomes a problem, because then it is like you are arrogant of your knowledge, and that is definitely not a good color on people. So however spiritually developed you are, or however knowledgeable you are, all of that will probably account to nothing if you are arrogant about who you are and where you come from. Okay, so you need to humble yourself a little more. I also see that you will be meeting new people, you will be talking to new people. If you are pursuing something that is to do with social media, that is also something that you will kind of succeed at in the month of April. And I feel that for you, okay, you are meant to bring awareness to people using your social media. That is something I'm seeing for you. So start posting about the things that really matter to you. You don't have to be superficial, you don't have to people please. Okay, and you have to kind of, I think you'll do quite well when you share what you really think. I think people do look at you as someone they can look up to. They value your opinion, they value your thoughts. So I think you need to give them a little more of that. Okay, apart from that, we've got to trust the niggle, trust your intuition. What is it trying to tell you? And don't dim your light to fit in. Are you trying to dim your light? Are you trying to be someone else who you are truly not? Are you trying to people please? Are you trying to wear certain clothes which you probably wouldn't wear otherwise, just in order to get people to like you? Are you talking a certain way, or are you evading important topics in order just to fit in? Okay, if you find yourself doing that, then you need to trust your intuition and work and say the things that are on your mind. Okay, even if people may not enjoy it. Maybe you're someone who doesn't enjoy small talk, maybe you enjoy really deep conversations, so go ahead with it. Okay, maybe you enjoy talking about certain topics that people may you feel okay, that people may not generally enjoy, but maybe you might find the people who do. Okay, so don't limit yourself, and do express yourself beautifully. And the last card we've got here is deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. With the Tower card that we've got earlier, and this Eight of Swords, April can be a little intense month for you, so don't feel afraid of taking rest, retreating, and probably going on a nice vacation. Okay, so either plan right now, or you may have already have something planned, and do enjoy that vacation of yours. Okay, all right, I hope that you've enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you and bye.